Europe at the end of 1918. A horrific war has been raging for the last 4 years. In the aftermath of the fighting, the world order changed. This is what happened and why. The history of the First World War and its aftermath. Industrialization revolutionized the war. Tanks, aircraft and machine guns were deployed for the first time. Poison gas killed tens of thousands. On some days, as many as 60,000 soldiers fell on the western, southern and eastern fronts. The Armistice of Compiegne, signed on the 11th of November 1918, brought the fighting to an end. Germany and her allies surrendered after 1,500 days of war. 11 million were killed, 20 million wounded or maimed. The First World War was the first truly global conflict, plunging 40 countries into the fighting. 4 of the great powers were overwhelmed. Revolution swept Russia and Germany, whose rulers were deposed. Germany became a democracy. Austro-Hungary and the Ottoman Empire were broken up. The peoples, which had made up the dominions, were left in limbo. The victors hoped to establish a new order at the Versailles Conference. France, Britain and the US made most of the decisions behind closed doors. New borders were drawn up for Europe, Africa and the Middle East. But the vanquished felt hard done by, especially the Germans. They protested against the huge reparations imposed on Germany to compensate for the damage inflicted by the war, against the reduction in size of the German army, and against the loss of German territory, amounting to 10%. America's President Woodrow Wilson had another plan for keeping the peace. He founded the League of Nations, the forerunner of today's United Nations. But he failed to secure the backing he needed at home. The US never joined the League. The organization was weakened from the beginning. The victorious powers hoped the Treaty of Versailles would ensure peace, but their plan failed. Poverty and frustration among the losers created the conditions for another war within just a few years. Popular anger in Germany helped to bring Hitler to power. The dictator was obsessed with sweeping away the humiliations of the Treaty of Versailles by going to war again. The First World War was the greatest catastrophe of the 20th century, sowing the seeds for the next, even more destructive war.